We're live here on the Comic Hall and Round Table Discussion. I am your host, Matt Odom. We have Xavier Randall. We have Dusty Brick Brown, aka Al, and we have a very special announcement to make tonight. Al, would you like the honors? Over.
Yes, yes. Thank you for joining, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Common Hall and Roundtable discussion. I am Megalon Jones, aka Dusty Brick Brown, and just want to make an announcement. Anybody that's been following the channel for a minute knows that we've been doing our thing over the past few years. We've actually been in existence for 4 years, which is cool. Basically, what we're in the process of doing is expanding our horizons and whatnot. And when we come across some cool cats, some brothers that love comics and pop culture, we vibe with them. So I want to introduce the two newest panelists to the Common Call and Roundtable discussion. I'm gonna start up right there. Christopher White. I met this cat when I lived in McDonough, Georgia, a few years ago at a place called An Amazing Escape. Talked to him. Beautiful spirit. The man loves comics, pop culture, the whole nine, and he knows his ish. He is well versed on DC, Marvel, the whole 9 yards, and he's a cool cat. So I want y'all to welcome Chris.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Al.
And this individual right here pretty much needs no introduction. He is all over the internet, everywhere. He's the reverser of Bigfoot. You don't see Bigfoot unless you out late drunk or something, or you're in the country riding down the street and you might see him. You might not. But this is Sean. I ain't gonna give his last name. I just found out his last name last night. But this is Sean. Because I was looking for him on Facebook. So I'm not gonna say his last name unless he don't care, but I ain't gonna do that anyway. But this man, aka Stay Puff 1983, he has his own channel. Go look him up. Stay Puff 1983 on YouTube. This man has been following the Common Call and Roundtable discussion ever since we've been on YouTube. And he has been a very staunch supporter of our team as far as our show. And in turn, we support him too. And every chance I get, I'm gonna show my ugly mug on his channel, show him some love, the same way he showed some love for us. So we asked him last night, man, look, man, you already an unofficial member. We ain't gonna even say NWO because NWO get overused in the comic community. But we gotta come up with another different faction, Degeneration Black or something. I don't know.
Degeneration Black, y'all like that? Yeah,
That's nice.
Hey man, we might to go ahead and copyright that right now. Degeneration Black, you know what I'm saying? So we welcome Sean. So he's gonna be a permanent fixture whenever he could join. And we just excited. So we gonna bring you some heat. I don't know if y'all checked out the video last night, but Chris and Matt did a video on Black comic book characters, and it was very informative because I did not know anything about Martha Washington, and I was listening and I was watching and I was on eBay, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna have to put this on my watch list. So we got all of them. Tell you, every some good stuff on this panel. We can get a couple of people back. I ain't gonna say their name, but it rhyme with DC. But
hey, Weldon been missing longer than DC.
You know what, Weldon, man, Weldon out there with Sasquatch, brother. It is a wrap. He way out there in the wilderness, and I don't know what's up with Vince. Vince, you welcome to come back anytime. But I think we can hold it down with the little roster that we have right now. Larry should be on shortly, but just want to welcome Chris and Sean to the show. We appreciate y'all, man. We thank y'all for being here, and y'all all right with me, man. I don't care what nobody say about y'all, for real.
All right, Chris, you want a few words for the house, man?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for inviting me to become a regular, a member of the round table. Another night in the circle. I've been following you guys since Al told me about you guys starting it up on YouTube and everything, and I shared you guys every chance I get to the group I run over on Facebook, Outcast United, to let people know that this is a very reputable spot to come find out your comic book knowledge. If you don't know something, they're gonna inform you. So I thank you guys for allowing me to join you.
We thank you.
Showing up.
Sean, welcome.
First of all, I want to give a shout out to Big Remo in the chat. I only knew about Leonard Washington.
I thought that. Yeah. I was shout out to
World
Lamb.
Series of
I
Dice.
thought it.
But
Hot hand on the dice game.
Oh,
but
man.
you know, it's when Al asked me yesterday, I was floored by it, you know, because I was like, wow, you know, I've been watching you guys for years, and you know, just seeing the panel of black men talking about comics, you know, I was excited. You know how excited I was when I saw it, and you know, I've been following y'all ever since. And when y'all got on Instagram, I was sharing y'all page and you know, building y'all up. And when I got Al on my show, that's when he finally opened up and said, you know, this community is just bigger than, you know, the comic call, you know, and he realized, you know, talking to all of these other people, it was a great experience for him. And now he's getting AOKs from people like Stone Cold Steve and Varangian Vigilante. So it's a blessing, you know, and I'm honored to be a part of the Comic Call and Roundtable discussion.
And man, we're honored to have both of you all knowledgeable brothers, man. I can't tell you how excited I was last night when I got the word from Al. He'll tell you I screamed last night. I was literally.
Now, I didn't hear him scream, but that's what he said.
Hey man, I was like elated. Yeah, and Chris, I told Al earlier this week. I said, you know, I told TC actually there was a TC sighting this week, Sean. I talked to TC, and I talked to TC, and he said, I told him, I said, you know, Al, I said, man, Al, that's right here, man. We got a top 10 draft pick, man. I said, Al is on the scout team, man. he going out getting top draft picks, man. The hell with the NFL. But you know, we're excited to have you all, and of course, it's just you know another part of the expanding of the channel and bringing good content. And as you saw last night, you're gonna see a lot more of top tens with me and Chris, and you're gonna see a lot of top tens in the mix with each and every one of us. So everybody's gonna have their own thing. We're gonna try to get extra to break down some of these Funko Pops, which is a whole nother realm of collecting. And also, Chris is an action figures man, so you know, y'all guys on the action figure side, man, y'all can break that thing down. I can't do it, man. I mean, I got a few back there, but you know, that's about it. Xavier tell you about now. If you just saw me back in '95, now that's a different ball game, you know.
You know they got the I tagged you on IG in a post where the new Ninja Turtles pops that are coming out with the movies.
Yeah.
You know, the only one I want out of that one is Casey Jones, but I know you. I know how you are about them engine turtles. Yeah,
and want to give a shout out too before we get started. I want to give a shout out to the people up at Media Mania. Johan and Maggie are watching tonight, and we want to give them a special shout out as well. And extreme hospitality, some of the best hospitality I've had at a comic book store in a long time, which is actually going to lead us into our topic for tonight, which we're going to talk about comic book store etiquette. and you know the importance of making sure that you keep your customers happy. And when you go to stores, man, you know the amazing thing is
it's a reoccurring thing with this.
Yeah, I know. You know, but you know, man, I don't think people understand the importance of having quality in comic book stores. Yes, we're coming in to buy a product. Yes, we're going to go look through loan boxes. Hey man, sometimes I like for you to ask me, is there anything I can help you with? Because hell, you might can find it quicker than I can, you know, if you'll save me a whole hour and a half digging through boxes.
If ran right.
Yeah.
If it's ran and cataloged right. Yes.
Yeah. You know, I went in that shop today, and Chris will tell you this. I went in that shop today, and they had everything organized from A to Z. I mean everything from A to Z. They even had the separated boxes. It was like Star Wars from 1986 all the way to now in one box. I didn't have to go run all over the store. I didn't have to go dig. You know, I had to go look. You know, all of the value books were up high. So your common sense told me if it was some of extreme value that I was looking for, is right there in my, you know, just look for it. You know, you go into some of these stores. Now, me and Al went to the store about 3 years ago. I can't, you know, you remember with that store we went into, Al, and it looked like it was going to one of your, like somebody family reunion they just got through eating and you know,
that's crazy.
Fix a plate, everybody fix a plate and go home. It looked just like that. And so you ask the guy didn't even know you could tell clearly that this guy did not even know what he had in the store, because I would ask him, well, how much is that book? And it was a book I knew was way out of the roof. And he he's like, let me, I don't know, let me see. And I'm like, wow. But when you're unorganized like that, man, it ruins
me
the
see.
experience. It ruins.
If you say "let me see" to you, I'm like, I give you $5.
Right. That's
If you want to get rid of it.
Which I see Shannon read my mind, because I was getting ready to go right to this next. And we got a shot down in Milledgeville. There's a shot down in Milledgeville, and you go in the store. I mean, when I say it looks like somebody just dropped a grenade, like on Metal Gear, somebody just dropped a grenade around the corner. And I'm Sons of Liberty, boom, you know. And then you pick up the book. You pick up a book, man, and then you say, well, how much is this book? Well, what does he do? He goes to eBay. Bro, that's deflating as a collector. It's deflating.
Yeah.
Because my theory is, if you got to check what every book is on eBay, I just buy the book. We talked about this last night, Chris, off there. I just buy the book from eBay.
From eBay.
Right.
Yeah. You know, that defeats me having to come to the store. If I knew that you were going to go and look on eBay to see how much it was going for. The highest price, by the way, not the one that's the median price. You go to the highest. You go straight to highest price.
Highest listed price.
Yeah, sold. And it's sold for $450, so I'm going to charge you $353 for this. You know, not it's sold for $400, and I'm going to charge you $215. Nope, I'm going to charge you the highest possible price, because I think in my mind that I'll never see this book again coming.
And they don't even look at the grades; they just look at the price.
Yeah.
They don't even look at the condition of the book; they just see the price. Like that dude or young woman, whoever it is that sold that book at that price, is probably in pristine condition. You ain't finna sell me a book with yellow pages that smell like cat piss for $300.
That's it.
Yeah.
When this cat right here sold it for $400 with white pages, no fingerprints or nothing. Nah, I can't do that.
You know, I'm gonna tell you something else I saw today up at Media Mania, which is and I noticed the grading on the book. Chris, I don't know if you noticed, the way they grade the books is accurate. It's completely accurate. I was shocked. Like, you would see a book and it say 5, and you be like, "Wow, this is actually a 5. This looks like a 5." Whereas you go to some store, I've seen guys have like these old. You remember the old TV teletype? These been newspaper, man, back in the day. Yeah, Al laughing because he knows exactly what I'm talking about. The Sunday paper, you get them in your Sunday paper, man, and it look like somebody crinkled up one of them, and then you see a book and they say the equivalent of it, they show the book and they say that's a 7.5. That's not no way, no absolute way. And then they charge the top dollar for a book that's complete. You can see it's a low grade. You know, I mean, that's preposterous. So I think that one of the main things that people need to take into account is having a clean and orderly store, which today, even the Book Nook. We talk about Book Nook a lot. That's a store that has a lot of stuff in there, but it's pristinely organized. You go in stores and it looks like World War VI. I'm telling you, man, I have been in some stores and I've just turned around and walked right back out. I might take you out right in the front, and then that's it. I've seen Funko Pops all over the place, and if I was a Funko Pop collector, I'd be having a nightmare at some of these stores, with the way some of these pops are thrown around, just thrown around all over the place. Chris, you want to have a chat in on that, Doc?
Yeah. I worked many years in retail, so I get, what especially when it comes down to a local comic shop. A local comic shop lives and dies, literally in some cases, on the customers and the money that we come in and spend when we come to buy comic books. Because if there's one thing I have learned as a comic book collector, we may not all be car guys, and we may shy away from people who drop like $300 on a pair of Jordans. But if we come across a rare comic book, we won't bat an eyelash to drop that $300. But if you're not welcoming, if your store is not cleaned and organized, if I don't think you're giving me what is potentially a good deal on whatever it is I'm buying, I'm not going to spend my money with you. In this day and age of online everything, you can just go online and do a quick Google, Bing search, or whatever from your phone and find whatever it is you are looking for. The fact that I stepped foot in your store is something you should be appreciative of to a degree.
You should be grateful for it.
Yeah,
Right.
most definitely.
You know,
you shop online, you can just keep adding as many books as you want till you get to the point where you got free shipping, so it ain't cost you nothing more.
Exactly. You know, my brother said it best as an analogy. He was like, in this day and age of streaming anything, when you watch a movie on some streaming service and you like it, and you go out and buy the Blu-ray or the DVD of that movie, it shows just how good that movie actually is. And it's kind of the same thing with a comic book store. If you show me that your store knows what they're doing, they're taking care of the comics they're trying to sell to people, you know, and you are actually hospitable when I come in, then yeah, I'm gonna come spend your money with you, no problem. You know, that's why I'm glad I was able to tell Matt about Media Mania last night when we did the top 10, because you know he hadn't heard about it, and I'm so glad he got a chance to stop in.
I want to touch on what Brock just posted there with damaged issues, because today I went to the shop just to hang with a couple of people who came by, and my shop has some damaged issues, you know, and some of them were like variants, you know, like exclusive variants, stuff like that. You get damaged issues, normally they'll tell them to throw it in the trash and stuff. Right. But he, you know, if you want the book, you know, he'll give it to you for cover price, you know, and it's a variant that's like, you know, normally they'll sell for like $10, $15. He'll give it to you for cover price. You can do with those things, you can just get it pressed out because it got little dents and stuff like that. Get it pressed out, no problem. You know, because the guy was asking me, in the pressing service around, and I was referring to Stone Cold Steve about that. You know, and Steve told me, hey, you know, if you can get a chance, I'll hook him up. The presser is in Orlando. We can make that work out. Get it pressed, no problem. You know. But damaged books, even some stores, I've been to a store where they have a damaged book and they still try to charge more for it because it's a hot book or a hot variant. And I'm like, well, it's got damage on it.
Right.
You know?
I ain't finna buy this hot mess.
Yeah, right, exactly. You know, if I see a damn line in between the book, why the fuck would I want to buy that for a higher price? Right. I mean, it makes no sense.
And then
like you cut me a deal.
Yeah, and it'd be books like with black cover.
Right. Like, where every imperfection shows. Right.
Like, really?
And then you get those black covers that, you know, just full of fingerprints. I'm like, bro, what the all this fingerprint?
Fingerprints, and then look on the spines of the black books too, and they really act like they doing you a favor.
Yeah.
And these modern these are modern books we see. You know, this is not like old school silver age books, you know. Right. We're talking like books that just came out this week. But you should see how people throw around their stock, man. That's another thing I was around, man. And you know, just throw them around, you know, and then you open up the box. Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, because we all know the history of Diamond Distribution and how they send their books. The horror stories that my shop told me about books coming damaged because of the packaging of those books is ridiculous. You know, like I think it was one of those Dark Metal books that recently came out. They had like at least 12 damage.
All of them like this?
Yeah. All of them just damaged. And I'm like, man, it's not good for the shops when they getting all these damaged copies. You know, they'll try and, you know, tell their customer, like, look, we got damaged copies. You know, we'll get you another one. But if you want this one to read, and then we'll give it to you cover price, or, you know, whatever regular price it is. And then hopefully when we get the new one, you know, it's come fresh and clean, and we'll give you that for free because you already paid for one. That's how my shop do it.
You know, Diamond.
Your shop need to come here.
Well, Diamond ships their books via Flintstones wagons. No protection at all. And so like you said, the stores have to pay for
with a blister on the bottom of their feet.
Exactly. No brakes, Al Bundy. No brakes. You know? Yeah. But I've heard guys in stores, like I was in one of the stores recently, and it's not the store that should remain nameless, that we have a love and hate relationship with. It's another store. And this fella said he was saying he was just like he his frustration. He was like, this is driving me crazy type deal. But Diamond cornered the market. And that's the unfortunate thing that you have with companies like that is that they try to take it's basically taking on more than you can have. And so then you end up getting into a situation where you've overdone it yourself and now everybody it makes a big mess. And it happens across the country.
They that kind of they have like that monopoly because I worked when I worked at Animazing Escape. I did the process and I took care of stuff like that for the comic books when they would come in from Diamond. And for Diamond they're just like, well, if it's damaged, just send it back, which puts the comic shop in a weird position because then it's just like, so I miss out on selling these issues to the customers who want them to send it back to you so I can get them back next week.
Right.
And by then they've potentially gone and got them from somewhere else. So then I'm stuck on 12 issues of a comic book that now nobody wants because you damaged the ones I had first.
Right.
And the downside is they've got that monopoly, or at least they had it. Because when the pandemic happened, Diamond pretty much decided that they were just done sending comic books till the pandemic was over. Didn't give no warning to like Marvel or Image or anybody. And they were all just like, well, we still were printing comic books that need to go to these shops. And Diamond was just like, well, we not sending out nothing, so you just out. So everybody started doing, the whole digital first thing for a little while. But then DC decided that they weren't going to be on a stranglehold to Diamond no more and found a new distributor for their published comic books. And now DC puts their comic books out every Tuesday instead of Wednesday like everybody else when they have to come out through Diamond.
Yeah. Oh, well, that explains. You know what? I didn't realize it was on Tuesday. That explains why I was able to get those. I bought those. I got my books a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, that makes sense now.
Yeah, yep. I got because I was wondering how I got those books today. I'm thinking in my head I got them the day before everybody else. But okay, so they on Tuesdays. I got you.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Matt. When you told me you got that book, I was like, "What?
Yeah.
How you pulled that out?
Yeah,
I pulled it off."
I was like, he on a whole nother level. No, he's just going about what they do. But that's good. Though.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense now. Yeah.
I mean that's how it should be, man. I mean, I'm this monopoly thing is just no, because see, you tend to mistreat people when everybody has to cut over a period of time. It starts out as good, but then you start mistreating people, and that's what's happened for years. It's just like you said. Now, could you imagine somebody order 1 of 100 variant and it comes tore up? Oh, we're gonna send it back to Diamond. No, just send me my money back. How about that? Let's just put the money back in the account and just be done with it. And then and I'm sure that's happened on numerous occasions. And Chris, you probably seen this at your store when you were there. And here you are, like you said, they'll leave, go right up the road, go up the road to Metro, and then they'll go get it from up there at Oxford somewhere, and then that's you lost the customer. So. Al, you got any thoughts on this, my brother?
I'm just listening, man. Sometimes it's good just to sit and listen to other people talk and just soak it all in like the sun. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm good.
It happened a few times to Al when he'd come in to get his comics, and I'm like, we didn't get the entire order we were supposed to get. It was like, so we had to, it forced us to have to fill in our pull list, starting at the beginning, and you go until you ain't got no more. And all you can do is, well, these 2, 3, 4, 5, however many customers are now out. There's one comic book because they short ordered me. And then all I can do is send a email to Diamond telling them, hey, you shorted me 6 copies of this comic book, and then wait for them to decide to get back to decide whether or not they're going to send me those issues or if they're just going to credit me for my next order.
Yeah.
Man,
you've experienced this on the pop side of things.
Yeah, but here's the only thing about pop. So unless it's a con exclusive, it really doesn't have a hard street date. One store can get it weeks before another store, even months before another store. But like with comic books, so just quick little story. Since where I work, I pretty much work open to close every single day. So when I go to work, all the stores are closed. When I get off work, all the stores are closed. So I go to the one of the local comic book shops. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pick up on a couple back issues. I mainly collect DC. the shop owner was like, well, all of our books are pretty much a week behind now. So I'm like, I'm already ain't coming in here on a regular basis because I can't. But when I do come in here on my off day to get the stuff and spend money, you ain't got it. But all the other stores in the same city and the surrounding cities have it. I was like, well, I guess it'll be another 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks before I come back in here.
You
You know
know
what I'm
what?
saying?
Shout out to Comics with Bueller. I was watching the show he did about a week ago. I think it might have been a week or two ago. And he brought up a good point, man. And he said, a lot of shop owners always say, well, you know what? We got shorted by Diamond. He said, I bet you cash money them books in that back room. And they get ready to go get sent to CGC. And think about it. I've seen that. With the shop that should remain nameless, that we have a love-hate relationship with. Books, it's been shorted. 7 months later, you look up. What do you see?
Slab.
CGC slabs.
Talking about, didn't even take them out the plastic.
I've seen
Just
it.
he straight out the box on the wall. He like, yeah, I got them.
I've seen that.
I got it, and I'm gonna keep them.
I've seen it here. I've seen it in Atlanta. I've seen it all over the place, and it drives patrons mad because patrons come into the store. You sit and you wait all the way to Wednesday to get a book. These are people who don't even follow spec sheet. They
Right.
get excited to go get the book, and then it just so happens to be the first appearance of Robin King, and we're gonna charge $75.99 for it. And that's another thing that drives me crazy is that I ordered the book online at one price, but then when it comes to I see the book online for $3.99, but then I get to the store and it's $75.99. I mean, what kind of? I'm trying to keep it clean tonight. What what is that? What is that?
That is absurd.
Absurd. I mean, you have waited all week. You go into a store, and then you go into that store, and just because all of a sudden it's caught fire on eBay, now we're gonna top dollar. That's crazy, man. It's I think we brought this up last week. If you get what are these 1 to 25, so you're ordering 50 copies of a book. Hey man, keep 3 for yourself. Mark those books up.
Here's one thing too. This is another thing that and this is another thing that happened to me. I can't remember if Matt was at the shop with me when it happened, or I told him about it immediately after. So, I am everybody. Once again, I love DC, right? So, I got a copy of a book that my old lady bought it for my birthday one year. So finally got it. Good. It's in mid grade. You know what I'm saying? Every time we went to different shows and different stores, I see the book and whatnot. But then I go back to said shop, right? They have another copy of the book. It's a better version of the one that I have. So I was like, you know what? I want to buy that one. You know what I'm saying? This person said it pissed me off. He's like, well, I don't know if I want to sell that one or not. I might keep it for myself. I looked them dead in the eye and said, what the fuck is it doing on the wall if you thinking about keeping it for yourself?
It's supposed to be in your own home if you want to keep it for yourself.
If you're thinking about it, nobody needs to see it.
Exactly.
That stuff boggles the mind, man. It's just like, bro, I told you, if you order 30 to 40 copies of a book, keep 50 copies for yourself, or keep 5 for yourself. 1 in case it get out of hand, two in case I want to get it slabbed, and 1 more just in case we run out and I happen to have an extra one I can throw up on the shelf. Bro, it's not that hard. This is why, just like what Simply Incredible Podcast just said, this is why stores go out of business. Some of these stores go out of business because you're trying to make the highest dollar right then and there. To run a business, you cannot operate like that. You have to think long term. Long term. Keep patrons coming back weekly. Sometimes, in certain cases, daily. Like
I was just gonna say, you ain't got to think long term. Yeah, you better think about selling something today to be able to open up tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that. Stop banking on the long haul. You better get them base hits in when you can and start trying to be Willie Mays Hayes.
Hey, you better stop thinking on the long haul and think on the comic haul.
Al, what you want to say?
Go ahead, brother.
Well, you conjured some memories, man. Because you know the same scenario that you just explained happened to me too, and you were there with me, Matt, that day. Because I know this is actually gonna tie into the other part of what we're talking about tonight. But it was an X-Men. It was the first appearance of Kazar or Kazar, or however the hell you say it. I've been reading X-Men for years. Don't know if it's Kazar or Kazar.
Wait till he's in a movie.
You're right.
Right.
KA-ZL. Because for a minute, I know I'm gonna go off topic, but I didn't really know how to pronounce Mjolnir until the movie. So it's like, what is it, Marginal or something? Like I'm spelling J and everything.
Can't say.
I don't think nobody said it right.
I still can't say. I just say Thor's hammer.
Mjolnir. The
It's
J
like
is
Ray
silent.
Shaboom.
It's like Jose, but the J is silent. But anyway, he did the same thing to me. And the thing of it is like that's frustrating as a consumer, especially if you got money in your pocket and you ready to spend that money. And then for somebody to tell you, well, I don't know, because he told me pretty much the same thing. Matter of fact, this particular book was raw and I needed it because it was part of my collection. And I said, well, how much do you want for this particular book? He looked at the book and he said, I don't know. I might guess this one slab. I want to cuss, but I'm not gonna cuss. But I was like, dude, are you crazy? Like, I'm here right now to buy this from you if the price is right. So you mean tell me you rather forego this money that I'm about to give you right now to send this book off to get a slab, which, by the way, this was about 1.5 years to 2 years ago. That book, because every time I go into this store, that shall remain nameless. It's still sitting on the wall.
Up there. The plastic is turned yellow.
Oh man,
it's turned yellow and it's dust collected at the bottom of the bag.
That's crazy.
Stored in that book is still on the wall.
Somebody got the Elvira Misses of the Dark cake makeup on it right now, boy.
It's sitting on the shelf, not making no money.
He got the Crypt Keeper dust in that thing. I'm telling you, and that right there is and this is what happened. I ended up getting that book off of eBay. So he pretty much took money out of his own pocket for a book that he could have sold that day. But he decided that he was going to send it to CGC, get it slab, and that book is still on his wall to this day.
Not only did he take money out of his pocket, but he wasted money on top of that by paying to get his slab in hopes of making a profit off of it.
He invested in the comic book that he wasn't going to make no money off of now.
Right.
Exactly.
When you could have made the money, right? First of all, let me tell you something. I don't care how much a book is, unless it's in the dollar bin. If it's a book that's years old and you sell it for more than cover price, you made a profit off of it.
Yep.
You made a profit. If a book that's $2.90, we'll say $1.99 for when the book came out, right? Maybe less. You sell it, like, let's just say the book that Al was looking at was $50, $60. How much profit did you make off of that? How much profit did you make? Because I may be wrong, but I don't think they spending cover price to get the books in there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never worked on the back end of it like that, so I don't know. But
they don't.
So even when you sell it at,
we got an expert on the panel now. We can talk.
Like, so when you sell it at cover price, you're making profit. You know what I'm saying? So anything over that, you're gonna turn down this bonus money that you could be making. You know what I'm saying? Just so you can sit there and look at it every day as a damn trophy. This is stupid.
And see, the likelihood of it, I ain't mean to cut you off, man. The likelihood of it is that book that I wanted to purchase more than likely came in a collection. So he was gonna make profit off of that book regardless. But he opted to send it off to CGC to get it slab so he could try to make another 30, 40 bucks off of it on top of recouping his cost for getting a slab, and it's still on the wall.
And that brings up a whole nother point. Just because a book is slab does not mean it's going to sell.
Right.
No, it does not.
I don't think a lot of people understand that. You know, Tune 10 slab. You know them. I don't have to name, even go down the list. Not slapstick one. That's not 9.8. That's not gonna sell. That's not gonna do it.
Somebody buy it.
Somebody got to.
Yeah, somebody got it. Hey, somebody got it. I guarantee. I go into the CBS Soccer on Facebook. I guarantee somebody got it. I mean, hell, I saw Dark Hawk all last night slap going up last night. So I know, folks, they're slapping this thing, but that does not mean that it's going to sell, and it does not mean that it's going to sell for the price that you want it to go for. I've seen some slabs at astronomical prices. At said shop, I've seen up in Atlanta. I've seen shops slabs going at astronomical prices. But what shop owners have to realize is that collectors kind of, if you go to enough stores, you know how to, your eyes, you Sean, y'all know how it go. Your eyes will tell you just about you looking up. Nah, that's a little
right.
That's a little, that's way, a little rich for my blood, Deadpool 43 for $500. Nah.
Well, see, here's one thing. And if this was happening, I will give them a little credit for this, right? Let's say you purposely overpriced the book to give a little wiggle room. I get that.
Negotiation.
Yes, I get that. Because now, even though you're winning, the consumer feels as though they won because they see a price and they pay way lower than that. You basically got what you wanted as a shop owner, and they got what they wanted because they feel that they got over on you, so to speak, because they cut a deal. It's a win-win situation.
And that makes a repeat customer because the customer sees that they got a deal and you worked with them, and that caused them to want to come back to you.
And not only them, they're going to tell their people to keep coming. Hey, look, I got this book. He wanted $500 for this book. I got it for $320. You know what I'm saying? I willed and deal with him. I got him. Let's go. All the dude wanted was $300 for the book, and he got $20 off of you. You know what I'm saying? So it's win-win. But you got folk that like a book that's worth $20, and you asking for $78, and you come down to $77. What are you in business for?
Hey man, that's eBay best offer type stuff there, man.
Ooh, yeah, right.
Exactly.
Speaking of that, it's not comic related, but it's pot related, right?
But go ahead, rolling.
I I was watching this little, it's a damn, I drew a complete blank then. It's a shredder pop. Yeah. Right? I got it down here in my collection already. But I want another one so I can paint it a different color, right? Only thing is this pop has shot up in value. So the one I got, I think is worth $60 right now, right? We'll say between 45 to 60, depending on where you look it up at, right? This seller, out of box, no box, scuffs, scratches, everything on it, asking $30 for it, right? I'm like, I'm not finna give you $30. So I shoot him an offer for $10, right? I'm giving you way more than what this pop is worth because this is scuffed up. It's scuffed up. Like I can easily go through and try to buff it out, and it's not gonna smooth out.
Where the echo came from?
Matt probably got
it's probably me.
Yeah, he probably got it back up. So the dude counter offers me 25. So I sent him I was like, okay, all right, so we want to play this game. I said, I'll shoot you 15, right? He goes back up to 29.
That's not that.
So I said, okay. I sent him a message, right? I done got blocked by the dude, but I sent him a message. I said, you really think I'm fixing to give you $30 for something that I can make myself and look better than that out of the shit in my toilet bowl right now? Ugh. Okay, you done lost your effing mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, come on. Done blocked me, reported me, and everything. I'm like, you asking $30 for a pop that doesn't even have a box, scuffed to hell and back. I'm talking about, bro, The pinhead wouldn't even do nothing with this damn pop. You know what I'm saying? That's how jacked up it was. But you want to block me because I'm not finna sit there and pay you what you think it is worth? Nah, I ain't. So folks got it's a messed up thing.
What he do? He threw Shredder in the shredder.
He probably the same
Come on, man.
dump truck. That same dump truck that Casey Jones whoops. It's the same one that he came out of. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
Matter of fact, Shredder looked better in part 2 than this pop did.
And that's probably why the Shredder pop has gone up. NCEA, which is one of the bigger toy companies that makes action figures and stuff, just recently released a Shredder, the mutated Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the Super Shredder figure.
Yep.
And so anything, and then they've also released the San Diego Comic-Con. It would have been a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. That's a GameStop exclusive, if I'm not mistaken, of the original Turtle figures. They've recast them and put them out so they look like the originals. But the thing
even
is
the
that
boxes,
you get all 4 Turtles plus Splinter, and they come in a box that looks like the Turtle van. And it's like $90 at GameStop now. And so the Turtle resurgence has popped back up again. And that's probably why he's trying to charge $30 for that beat up Shredder.
And he can keep it.
Yeah, he's gonna keep it.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Ain't nobody gonna spend that.
Exactly. He done relisted it too.
I'm not surprised.
He done relisted. Ain't nobody looking at it. Ain't 0 watches on that thing. 0.
They see that. They like, oh no, go to the next one.
Al?
Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna ask, but you know, we can proceed. If I remember, I bring it up. But I'm getting caught up in the conversation, man. I don't know how to feel.
Yeah, I mean, you know, those are some of the things that like drive us crazy, man. As patrons to stores, is that is you know what's one of my things. What I was gonna say earlier, it just came back to me was that, you know, what blows my mind is some of these shop owners don't realize you got rent to pay. You know, I'm an entrepreneur. I can tell you for a fact, you know, you got rent to pay. The rent needs to get paid. I don't care. It needs to be going out the store.
Right.
You know, I'm like you said, I'm not trying to get trophies. I need to be selling. You know,
Right.
I watched today, man, up there at Media Mania, they were selling records like hotcakes. I mean, they were just one behind another one, one behind another one, one behind another one. We're trying to hold on to it. It's hey, it's smart. There's somebody buying it. Out the door. It does no good sitting on the shelf. You know, yeah, and that's one of the things that dooms these stores. We had a store down in one Robbins. I can call this one because it's closed now.
Vigilantes.
When in Vigilantes, man, that was a store. Dude didn't know how to price anything. You know, he was an eBayer. I go to eBay, you know, you go in there, man, you got Bloodshot #1 going for $5,000. I'm like, man, what? You know, I'm just being facetious, but you know,
I thought it was serious. Wow.
You know, it was what I'm talking. It was you know, like $30.
Almost bust the blood vessel when he said
Right. Have y'all seen that movie?
Hell no, I refuse to see it.
Man,
they working at they've already said they're gonna do 2.
that's fine. They said they're gonna have almost every Spider-Man franchise said they were gonna have 4 movies, but
ain't nobody made it yet.
Right.
But
like this is what I don't understand. So it just so happened to have one of these in hand, right? About how stupid people are. This pop right here, right? This is probably my third time having this pop. The box is damaged, right? I know y'all can't see it, but it's a nice little crease right here.
Yeah.
Doggone, it's a rip right here. One of the stickers that came off right here. This sticker is trying to come up, and there's some more dents back here. What kind of idiot am I if I try to sell you this pop for $40? What kind of special fool am I? This pop right here, first of all, it's only worth 30, if that, in pristine condition. But I'm sitting here trying to sell you this jacked up piece of shit for $40. What kind of special are you? You know what I'm saying? Are you I Am Sam? You know what I'm saying? Do you go full retard like in Tropic Thunder? I don't get this shit. Like shit like this, and it's not just pops. Every single day with pops, statues, damn J's, shoes, whatever, comics, all this, and it's some idiot. And this is almost like when Larry would be on the show. Larry would sit there and be like, "Well, it's not geared for us. It's geared. Some fool is gonna spend his money on it." Larry wouldn't say fool, but he'll say somebody spend their money on it. And yeah, I mean, it's true, but they a damn fool, and I feel bad for that idiot for getting duped. And I think it's a special place in hell for the idiot that got over on
That
the
duped him.
motherfucker like that. Right.
Yeah.
You know, I guess it all just boils down to one, we're not stupid. We're here to try to help educate people on how not to get duped. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
How to look around and shop around, and you at some point you will find what you're looking for. Like
Simply Credible says, "Yep, that's how I got that's how I felt when I got my Superman versus Muhammad Ali. He had it for $175, and I got it for $150. I took the sticker off, and it said $150. I was okay because that was the price I wanted that. You know. I mean, it's just carbon copy, man. You sit there and you go in these stores, and they get mad with you sometimes if you want to haggle the price. I mean, I got to haggle if it's $1,000. If I can get it for $750, I work with. You gotta ask. At least ask. Hell, it's $1,000, man. Who's walking around here?
If you don't want me to haggle the price, don't have it for me to see.
Well, then then here comes the whole
put it online,
eBay. But you know what? Shops are starting to do that too. I went into the other shop that shall remain nameless that has the box set of Long Shot, and
we talked about this one already.
And I went there today, and he's starting to sell his stuff online because he had a lot of stuff going out the door that was online. I was like, "Hey, this for sale?" No, I sold it on an auction. Oh, okay, no problem. So, that's just the way it is, man. Is just that's the way stores are running now. A shop I went had nothing priced, and they checked eBay. When I took the stuff to the counter, I walked out before they even checked the price. I mean, that's what's going to start happening.
Yep.
Right.
I mean, that's what's going to start happening, and people got to go. You know what, man? You go in these shops, and I dropped a video in our Facebook group, and the guy was like, "You go into a spot like that, massive warehouse. There's no prices on the book. Then you got to go.
That's a red flag right there.
And it's just like
instantly,
like, bro, come on. This is 2020, man. You got 50,000 apps. You got eBay. You've got all these comicrealm.com. You got all these channels on. There's no way you can't tell me you don't know what Spider-Man 300 going for.
My shop has a rule where when they get a collection, they'll price the books that they know that they have to price, whether it's an important book or not. And books that are not priced, $2.
I mean, that's how it should be, man. Just like if you don't have it, if it's not priced, you should have a price ready to go.
Yeah, that's golden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know how quick you can fill a run off a deal like that?
$2 a piece.
I saw like a bunch of Spectacular Spider-Man, the Sal Buscema run, and I'm a big fan of the Buscema brothers. Yeah, all of them, and those only a few of them were priced, and then everything else wasn't priced, and they $2. I'm like, shit, I'm filling up my collection.
Right.
I was last night. I was talking to Matt about the comic store one of the comic stores I used to go to probably about 10 years ago in Decatur with me and my brother. Unfortunately, are out of business now, but they were known for every year in December, going towards like the last couple of weeks of December, they would do a back issue sale. Every back issue in the store was 50 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
If it was in a long box and it was as long as it wasn't on the wall, it was a 50-cent comic book. And they would do that to move out issues to make room.
Man. You can find some gems in there.
We would have set up shop in there, man. We would have set up shop.
We would have bought them out.
Yeah.
And it was like a week-long event.
Larry would have anyway.
But I'm telling you, between all of us, we would have bought all of them out and then decided what we wanted to do afterwards with the books we didn't want, just because of the deal.
When Black Friday run last year, when Steve them came to Orlando, we went to Sci-Fi City and they had 25 cents. for all. I mean, I had a video of that. The whole aisle from one side to the other. Every short box, 25 cents. I remember I'll put a comment on the video saying, "Man, I will have a pallet and set up shop.
Right.
Put all my books in the store." I had to walk out of that store with a short box full of books.
I wouldn't even look at the books. I get
price. Yeah.
Here go $100. I'm walking out with all this.
I mean, 25 cents. But you know what? What's the common theme here that we're hearing? We're hearing sales.
Deals.
We're hearing deals. These are things that help you stay in business.
Yep.
Run a sale. You know, I know some. You know, I was almost about to call a store. I was buying to catch myself. Chris know. I think Chris knew what I was about to say. I had to catch it. But you know, this one guy has a store. Me and Al will go to his store all the time. Never had a sale.
Not a one.
Never. Sale.
Allergic to sale. You say sale to him, he's like, what?
Hey man, it's like old boy playoffs. Sale.
You ain't getting banned from the store.
A sale. A trade. You know, it was unheard of, and I'm like, bro, you go up the road, you go up to and I call this store. You go up to the book nook, and it's priced to get out the store.
Right.
I mean, I got some heavy hitters from up there. Hey man, this stuff got to go. That also tells you a lot about whether stores getting stock in. Or when you go to stores and they treat that one book. Oh man, I got to hold on to the Iron Fist for 400. You know, I got to hold on to it. You know, it's my prize book. But then when you see, like today, when you see how much stock is on the floor that they hadn't even got out, and you're like, wow, them selling a book out the door is nothing, because they probably got more in the back, if not better. If not better. And that's how you stay in business. You can't stay in business unless you're just taking a hit. You just want to sit, just want to sit there and write out, have tax write-offs all year. I mean, this is crazy. So I think that stores, especially in this digital age, y'all, have got to start getting with the picture. Mm-hmm. Because what this pandemic has shown a lot of folks is that it's more than one way to skin a cat now.
Yeah.
It's more than one way to skin a cat. You know, I've bought several books from a store out in California. Just order them online. They just come shipped. I don't have a problem. You know, there's no haggling. You know, you order it at that price, it comes at that price. I don't have to order it, and then the UPS man knock on my door and say, "Hey man,
for some more money."
They changed this price of this book because it's the first Robin King. It's $75.99. You know, this is the first appearance of virus, so therefore it's $125.99. Oh, you were waiting on the Black Widow to come and you paid $2.99 for it? Oh, I'm sorry, man. It is $163.
We know somebody that'll do that too.
Yeah, I mean, Spawn. Spawn 309.
Come knock at your door.
Hey, Spawn 309. Oh. You talking about the book with Gunslinger Spawn on it that you paid $4.99 for? No, my friend. You thought you paid $4.99. You only just paid $2.99.99. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. The pandemic has completely shown that you can do some damage now.
Yeah.
You know, shipping. That's one of the only drawback. Derek brings that up in the chat is that you know, the shipping is a little bit slower than it used to be because of how things are. But you can still find these brand new books, you know, at better prices if you don't feel like dealing with the trash that you get at some of these local stores, because it's definitely not all. But at some of these stores, you know, it's absolute madness at some of the stuff I've seen in the last 3 months.
I can wait for a book to be shipped to me. If by the time I get it, it done tripled in value, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
But I mean, it's just ridiculous that you see these the Robin Kings and all this stuff, you know, and then you see these stores, you know, $9.99 for a damn card.
Oh,
they still there, ain't they?
Yeah, they still there.
They better be.
Oh, no, I'm gonna go in there and ask for my damn my card.
You know, 25 copies of Robin King still sitting there too for $25.
That's fine. I'm gonna be like, hey, I still need my card.
All right, let's scoot on. Now, this is one that me and Chris talked about this, and Sean before we went on air. I asked them, did they know anything about this? And y'all can ask, Al, X, Disney to launch second streaming service in 2021. Xavier's face said it all.
Why? Are they gonna rename Hulu or something?
No,
Okay. Go ahead, Chris.
I think it's like a Disney Premium. It basically puts the movies they want to release that aren't going to theaters but are theater quality behind the paywall.
They already doing that on Disney Plus.
Right, like Mulan was $30 to watch.
Yeah,
but
it's
then
$30, and we ain't watching it.
If you wait till
$30.
December 4th, it goes free.
Hey, they charge you for the popcorn and the juice.
Hold up. You say wait till when?
December 4th, it goes on streaming on Disney Plus.
I thought you said September 4th. I was like, that was yesterday. What?
December 4th.
They just charge you for the popcorn and the nacho and the juice all at one time.
Yeah.
And then they added in the price.
Here's my question about that. If they charging $30, is it permanently in my library? As if I bought the Blu-ray or the 4K disc?
I doubt it.
So if you want people to, well, I can't even say that because
you
people are already spending the money on it. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want that, Simply. You don't want that, man. We don't need another monopoly. No. Please, we don't need WCW, WWF again. We don't need that. I've lived through enough of that. I don't want. Let them two stay alone. Let Boom buy DC or somebody. Don't let Marvel.
Let who?
Boom
Studios.
Boom Studios.
God.
Aftershock or somebody, man. No.
Disney, unfortunately, the only one with the kind of money if it went up for sale like that.
I don't know. Ted Turner still living.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. He's still alive.
I figured out the Technicolor at the moon. He was done. He just went about
Shut up. Shut up. Golly. Great day.
But yeah, I mean, it's it's like, my only hope for it is the shows like Daredevil, Punisher, those shows that y'all snatched from us off of Netflix. People want to watch that stuff.
You did hear him say the word premium.
Right.
So you hoping Daredevil?
No, I'm hoping
and all those go to a premium.
No, I'm just
service?
hoping that that's not a premium service and that it's just a service that allows for us to watch those kind of shows.
They got two avenues.
See the need to have another streaming service, man. Like that's more money gouging. Like trying to ask me to pay for another service. You already got a bunch of services that I don't pay for it, but I want to see some of the shows on that service. So I'm like, I ain't trying to sign up to so many damn services.
Man,
come on now.
Right.
I mean, look at how much money. Look at how much money people spend out on subscription services. It's damn near.
I don't even want to tell you how much I'm spending.
I mean, it's damn near what you would pay for cable.
We all talk about getting rid of cable, and now all these streaming services is like, damn, it's all adding up to a cable bill.
I tell customers that every single day. They come in talking to me about cutting the cord, and I'm like, by the time you finish paying for every single one of these streaming services, it's the same as that price. Same as that price because you're still paying monthly for internet in order to stream these services.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's the same thing.
All right, let's move on to our next subject here. The Boys sneaked up on everybody this past week. Have you had a chance to watch it, X?
I have. Yes, I have.
Well,
yes, I have.
Without spoiling it, 1 to 10, what you got so far, man? Where we at?
12.
Oh man, woo!
I've had more jumps and wow factors in the first 3 episodes so far than I did all of last season, and I loved season 1.
Okay.
I love it's some stuff that you will see in these first 3 episodes. You like, whoa, wait a minute now. Whoa.
Yeah, you watch it too?
What have I?
What's her name?
All I gotta say is CIA. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man, what's the new chick name?
Oh, you talking about
Stormfront. Yo. Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I'm tell you something. Be like comics explain. Let me tell you something, brother. Ooh, yeah, man. But man,
Sound of my sexy voice.
I've watched the first 3 episodes. He ain't lying, man. Them first 2 episodes, bro, it's some stuff that come out of nowhere. You don't be. I'm looking at the walls and stuff.
Right.
Like, man, what is going on, man?
Right.
They actually ramped it up a notch, man. It's some serious character development going on.
Yep.
My boy is just as crazy as he was in the first season, and that
Black
would
Noir?
no, not him. Homelander.
No, I know who you're talking about. I'm talking about like the Black Noir scene.
Oh
Yo.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Without putting out any spoilers, man, that war. They brought it. Them first 3. I'm gonna watch some more of it tonight. But yeah, man. Them first boy.
They set the bar extremely high
They did.
with these
They
first 3 episodes.
And what I'm more impressed about, really, is aside from just the shock value, which is good shock value, because it's a lot of stuff you just don't see coming.
Right.
You don't see it coming. It's like, whoa, like you are genuinely shocked when you see certain things happen. It's like, whoa, I did not see that coming. Even if you were sitting there trying to guess, you would never see it coming.
Right.
But what I'm actually most impressed about so far is the straight up character development, man. They got some really good character development. Without giving out any spoilers, the Deep,
yes, get out my head, Al.
A-Train, Starlight, and that daggum Homelander, man. I'm telling you, but that Joker right there, boy. Woo. I'm just waiting to see how all this stuff gonna come together when they finally, like, because you can tell, man, with the show how it's telling different stories on different ends, and it's kind of like putting a Jenga puzzle together in reverse. And it's like you're putting like this one piece, and you stacking it up, and it's like even in the earlier part of the season, you can tell that by the season's end,
it's gonna be some stuff.
I'm talking about it's gonna be some stuff, man. If you have not watched it yet, if you got Amazon, man, please watch
Get on it.
They came with it. They came with it. I can see why they actually renewed it for a 3rd season before the 2nd season came out.
Right.
Bruh. Matter of fact, when we all get an opportunity to watch it, we need to have just a conversation about that show, because I'm telling you, it is on point. It's a lot better than the episodes that I've seen thus far. A lot better than the first season, man. Leaps and bounds.
These first 3 episodes are almost like every episode with Zoom in the Flash in season 2.
Yep.
All right, so now y'all putting this on my watch list, so I just gotta completely watch it,
bruh.
You know how you see shows and they have when they do flashbacks, or even in movies, some of the flashbacks, you're like, why would you even show me this? What is the significance of this? Yo, these flashbacks are on point.
Have y'all seen? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Have you, Sean and Chris, y'all seen the first season, right?
Yeah, I've seen the season and read the comics.
Okay.
I never read the comics.
You already know, Chris.
Well, here's one thing though. They have changed from the comics.
Oh yeah,
they did change.
Yeah, they changed from the comics. Unlike the Walking Sleep, they changed in a good way, in my opinion.
Right.
You know, the Walking. We ain't going back.
I would say from what y'all saying, it's probably better than Preacher when they did that on AMC. I was so disappointed with that.
Hey, let me tell you something.
That's like watching that old horror movie Mosquito. I don't know if y'all remember.
Yo,
hey, hold up.
What about the
70s version of the Greatest American Hero was better than Preacher, man. I'm trying.
Yeah.
Especially
Preacher
seeing
rough,
how
man.
when
was Chris. That was hold on, Chris. I got to say this. That's like watching them 2 cousins that replaced Bo and Duke on Duke's Hazard, man.
Coy and Vance.
Oh man.
Hey guys, I gotta head out.
All right, brother.
To the next stream. It was great hanging with
All
Don.
right, dude.
All right, good seeing you. Good talking,
Later, y'all.
Hey, take it easy, brother.
Sean.
Later.
But when Garth Ennis, the guy who did The Boys, he did The Boys first, and then when he went to go do Preacher for the comic book, you know, when he was doing interviews for it, he talked about he's like, I'm gonna outdo the boys with Preacher, and the comic book does. Like the Preacher comic book is, man, it takes everything he did with the boys, but like in an entirely different direction as far as, you know, the material that it deals with in the Preacher comic book. So I was kind of disappointed too with the show, and for as long as it ran, I was like, it ran really long for it not to be as good as I hoped.
Sweet. All right. Well, we've reached the end of the show, so we'll go ahead and get ready for our hauls for today. Al, you got anything there, brother?
Man, the only thing I bought this week was Dark Knight Death Metal. Dark Knight's Death Metal 3.
The tongue twister there.
The antithesis.
Antithesis. That's the only thing that I like this week. So a lot of the stuff, man, I get most of my stuff from up at Origin Storage. So I'll be hopefully making a trip up there probably Wednesday to get my stuff. I am excited about this Wednesday, man, because I posted it on Instagram that Ultraman, that mini series with Marvel, they doing an Ultraman. I think it's called Ultraman Rises or something. And Alex Ross is doing the cover art and stuff.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Bruh, man, I'm looking forward to that, man.
Should be better than the Marvel Attack on Titan crossover they did.
Oh, my God. That was terrible.
Hey, Al, if you stroll up that Wednesday, I'll ride with you. I'm off.
Right, that's bad.
All right, cool. Well, I'll go ahead. I have a hefty haul this week.
Look at him. Look
Oh,
at him. He
my
can't
God.
wait.
He ready.
Yeah, y'all didn't hear all the shuffling.
Oh, yeah.
He got everything in alphabetical order, too.
He grabbed
And
some gems.
They
from,
sounded like
Media Mania.
slabs, too.
He grabbed some gems from Media Mania. I know he did.
No slabs this week, man. No slabs.
This
This
is the first time I seen the dimple at the top of Matt's cheek. You know he got some stuff.
You know he happy. Like, oh.
So we got X-Men Red. They got the Lee variant.
If you hear a knock on your door, that's Larry.
Yeah. We
Hey, Shan like that cover.
This came out of the 50 cent bin. We got the Shuri #2.
Wait, hey, you got something. You got something. That finna blow up.
50 cent bin,
50 cent bin. 50 cent bin. Yep. 50 cent bin. More 50 cent bin.
Hey, you see the comments? Shannon said, "Do you want to sell?"
Yeah, right.
More 50 cent bin. More 50 cent bin.
Hey,
Look at that.
feature tire. Look at that.
Yep.
That's a badass cover. I got that just because of the cover. I was like, you know what? That's a badass cover.
Yeah.
50 cent bin. From I actually went to second to Charles.
Yeah, I see that sticker.
More. I think this came out of the dollar bin. They got $7, but it was in the dollar bin.
Whole damn wrong.
50 cent bin for Origin. Black Widow #2.
And more.
Got the $2. New Avengers 58.
That's a key.
That is a key. That is when Brother Voodoo took over the Sorcerer Supreme
last year.
Yep. Got the fried pie variant of Renew Your Vows, Spider-Man. It's $5. Got a fried pie variant from up there at Second and Charles. $5.
That Moon
Yo,
Knight?
everybody going crazy over that cover, man.
Yeah. Over this one?
Yes, people are going crazy over that cover.
Really? Wow.
I ain't saying it. I ain't saying it's spiking in price,
Yeah,
but everybody's trying to get it now.
Yeah, I mean I got it from up there. And of course, Powerpuff Girls. I'm trying to get a lot of these Cartoon Network shows, so I've got Dexter's Laboratory. So again, Powerpuff Girls.
Well, you know, Powerpuff Girls about to be a live action show.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep, bringing it back.
Pull that off.
No.
I want to see Mojo Jojo. That's all I want to see.
Came out this week. We only find them when they're dead.
They ain't gonna do it.
Let me say that. Batman Beyond 45.
Oof, nice cover.
I thought that would Destro it at first.
Boba Fett, the Bonnet of Barracuda. Got that one shot. I actually have 2 of these now,
Man, I did not know you were into Star Wars like that.
bro. Let me tell you, I'm a huge Boba Fett fan, but I'm also collecting Star Wars for spec purposes because Star Wars is gonna blow up because that is Disney's baby. So
when Disney sell it.
they start rolling out this Mandalorian, when they start
Season
fleshing it
2,
out. Yep.
October 30th.
All right. Superior Spider-Man 23. This is the first time the symbiote attaches to Superior Spider-Man. Another Black Panther variant for the house.
But hey, you hear another knock at your door, that's TC.
Yep.
My pickup, one of my coups for the day was Star Wars Legacy #1.
Y'all didn't hear the verbiage you just used then. One of my coups.
Yeah. Star Wars #1. Mara Jade. Emerald's Hands. Got the Princess Leia signed with COA.
You want a pop to go with that?
No, I'm good. I don't have enough room.
I didn't ask if you want to buy it. I said, do you want a pop to go with it?
More Star Wars Legacy.
That would be no, I guess.
I guess.
And free comic book day Usagi Yojimbo.
How much was it?
Speaking of free.
That was free. That was actually
Speaking of free. not $2.99, not $5.99, not $25. Free.
free.
For the free.
Zen.
Ooh,
#1.
haven't seen that in forever.
$1.50.
He got them Toxic Avenger boots on.
You'll like this next one, man. I found this in the box today.
Oh, look at that. There you go.
#1. Yep,
Yeah, it is.
Yep, I got it. Wanted #1. Actually came up on a free comic book day. Tomb Raider. This is the one from the first run. After #1, but it's free comic book day, so I think I paid like $1 or $2 for it, so I didn't care.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, John Wick #1.
Ooh.
This is Al. You get a kick out of this one. #1.
No.
Hey, did it come with his Shaq Diesel CD?
Hey man,
Should've.
it came with a poster of steel.
Pushnickins.
To a man, because Phil is my father, because my biological didn't bother.
No hooks.
Hey,
All right,
food stickers are cool.
more Black Panther.
I'm talking about TC. He finna run through your window right now.
He had to
While
wait.
you're sleeping.
Pocahontas #1.
As the wind blows.
New Avengers hip hop variant.
Okay.
How much was that?
$4. $4. I saw one store today. He wanted $25 for Totally Awesome Hulk #1. It's still over there.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Bet shit is.
How much did you say you wanted?
$25.
That magic number.
Shuri, #9. I got that one just because I like the cover. The cover on that one. Thundercats #1.
Which #1 is that?
That's a Wildstorm.
Okay.
Yeah, Wildstorm.
X, you had me watching that the other night, man, while I was organizing my comic books, boy.
Bruh, I watch it every night before I go to sleep.
That
Man.
second episode, boy, that dog on mum raw.
Yeah.
Silver Age Spider-Man here.
Never step on a scorpion.
Second appearance of the Scorpion. And then I got one of my books I've been looking for a while. Amazing Spider-Man
Oh, snap.
#33. Classic Steve Ditko art. So, and that is it. For me.
Oh, that's it.
That's IT.
That's it. That was only a handful, man.
Yeah, that's it, man.
He bought a little groceries today. He bought a little groceries, some cheese. and some bread.
He got a short box over there.
Miracle.
So that is it for my haul. And I want to say, everybody, thanks for turning in. Sean, hey, I'm gonna show up for Shannon. Shannon said, show the first one again. I'll show it for you, but hey, there you go. Well, one more time.
You gotta take the glare. Hey, maximize and angle it right. There you
There
go.
we
There you go.
There you go.
Is it a scratch and sniff?
Boy, you a fool.
Hey man, don't think for a minute nobody done probably tried. Like,
Man, you don't know?
I'm just saying.
Oh man.
It's been 2020, Jack.
All right. Well, with that, everybody, we want to say thanks for tuning in. We had an abbreviated show tonight.
Just want to show one
Hey,
comment.
ain't nobody ever.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chris.
Oh, you see how he do when he come across some stuff?
He just
my
shut us all
man.
down.
My bad, man. My bad. Here, let me blow up Chris. Let me get him blowed up here.
Like
So
everybody.
I didn't pick up a whole lot, but I did swing by Book Nook, picked up a couple of trades. Not today. This was earlier in the week. It went by.
I guess what it was. I guess what it was is that we talked last night, and when we talked about going to the store, you didn't say you was going anywhere.
Man,
What?
shut up. You had your light. Let him have his. Golly. Your second. Well,
I put the. Hey, that's how you.
Right.
I didn't mess with it. I muted it.
I
Picked
log out.
picked up this nice trade paper of Wonder Woman. Some nice Greg Rucka art. Right. It's a very nice comic. I've been looking for the individual issues. Couldn't find it, so I went ahead and just picked up the trade because it was a decent price on it. So I figured, why not? Picked up the trade for The Kingdom, which, for most that don't know, it's the sequel to Kingdom Come that was done by Alex Ross. Unfortunately, he did not do the art for this one, but there are some still decent stories in it nonetheless. Swung by and picked up also from Book Nook a nice little Justice League trade paper to fill in some gaps or some single issues I'm missing. A great find actually was this completely sealed box of Doomsday Superman, Death Superman trading cards for $20. That when I looked them up, the boxes are going for like $80 on eBay for some reason. But I grabbed the entire sealed box for $20, so I was just like, I couldn't pass that up. But my mail call that came in that I'm so happy about. 2 weeks ago now, when I was on the Outcast United podcast with my brother, we were talking about Milestone, and we talked about it last week, but I ordered it when I was on the podcast with my brother, and this is Worlds Collide #1 from when the DC universe met the Milestone universe. I paid like $8 for it. It is in pristine condition, still inside the plastic bag that it came with, and it still has the full sheet of stickers that comes with it also for you to make your own covers for it to put on the wall and add to my collection.
I need that book.
I thought had to get it when I looked it up.
Yeah, I did. You know what? I did have one other. When I went to Origin, believe it or not, they actually had a Spawn 309 up there, and this is actually taking off. Have y'all seen that? This is going up by 30%. This is a $30 book now.
How much they had it for?
Cover price. You saw Al just looked away because he already knew. He was like, "See, this is what I'm talking about right there." That's what we talk about every show. Mm-hmm. And then and I don't know if y'all seen this Wolverine cover, man, but this new Wolverine cover is bad ass. Let me pull it up there. I don't know if y'all. That is bad.
Man, that is nice.
Yeah, that is bad.
Those are those crows.
It's bats.
Bats. Okay.
Bats. Yep, bats. And
I thought he might be fighting Itachi Uchiha.
And then this is another book I got from Origin. Was That Texas Blood. I just kind of and I saw it now. I'm like, you know what? That Texas Blood. I think I'm about Texas
Blood.
You know, I got what issue is that? Because I got #1 and hadn't read it yet.
It's the C variant for #1. This was the only one that was on the shelf.
Okay, yeah. I got the first.
Then they had some Black Panther in the 50-cent bin. So I think that's about it. And of course,
usually have a decent 50-cent bins.
And classic Rocco's Modern Life. So that's it, man. That's it. That's RT. X, did you get a chance to go? You didn't get a chance to go to the store this week, did you? Because you back at work. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. Well, with that, everybody, we want to say thanks for tuning in. We've got more. We've got an offer off the rack coming from Al this week, and so make sure you be on the lookout for that. We got quite a few, and we've got some more stuff on deck. Once again, want to say welcome, Chris, and Stay Puft had to depart for the night, but they're the newest members of the Comic Book Hall and Roundtable Discussion family, and we appreciate.
Thank you, guys.
We're more than blessed to have you all here on the panel, man. So We've got some good stuff on deck. So everybody, make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell everyone. Once again, about the Comment Hall Roundtable discussion. Check us out on Instagram, the Comment Hall Roundtable, the Comment Hall Roundtable discussion, all one word on Instagram. Check us out. All right, we are out. Peace.